Hi there, I'm Jack Van Ryn, Mayor of the Town of Coaldale. I will be giving you a council brief from our regular council meeting that was held Tuesday, May 23rd, 2023. And the first item of business that came up under agenda item 7.1 under bylaws and policies was regarding the offsite levy bylaw 866-P-03-23 regarding second and third reading. We had our Director of Growth and Investment, Cameron Mills, present. So, offsite levies are charges paid by developers to provide funding support to long-term infrastructure projects which accommodate the town's growth. The development pays some or all of the cost of growth. And simply put, growth pays for growth. And as part of the discussion, we discussed the offsite levy rate that the town of Coaldale has been charging since 2009, which was $85,500 per gross hectare. And in comparable to surrounding municipalities, the city of Lethbridge, they charge $290,000 as of 2023, and it'll be increasing to $318,000 by 2026. And the town of Colehurst established a rate of $96,000 a hectare in 2013 and increased the rates to $126,000 in 2017. So since Coaldale hasn't revisited their offsite levy bylaw since 2009, our administration team has dug into it deeply, and they came back with some recommendations as far as what the town of Coaldale should be charging. And the discussion revolved around raising our offsite levy rate to $184,766 per net hectare. So there's a difference between gross hectare that we were previously charging and net hectare. Gross includes all of the land that the developer has, and net is only for developable land. That doesn't include streets and avenues. So council passed second and third reading for that bylaw update, and the original first reading was passed on March 13th in 2023. And the offsite levy funds can be used towards the supplying of water, sanitary sewage, storm sewer drainage facility, expanded roads, recreation facilities, fire hall facilities, police station facilities, libraries, for example. And a good example is that if there's a large development going in and lots of work needs to be done to existing deep services such as water and sewer or major intersection upgrades, that should not fall upon the taxpayers that have nothing to do with that development. So the offsite levy funds that are raised go towards those upgrades. So again, council passed unanimously second and third reading for the offsite levy bylaw. The next item was on agenda item 7.2, and that was regarding the domestic animal bylaw 862-R-01-23. And council passed second and third reading for that bylaw that will now allow, if you have a piece of property of 1 acre or more, you will be allowed to have 2 goats. And the purpose of the goats would be for grass or weed control or mitigation. And council had a good debate on this bylaw, but ultimately it was passed. So if you have 1 acre or more, you will be able to have 2 goats to help you with the grazing of the grass on your property. After that, agenda item 7.3, we had our 2023 property tax bylaw 871-C-04-23 regarding second and third reading. And that bylaw was regarding our tax increase for residential and non-residential. And first reading for that bylaw was passed at our April 24th, 2023 meeting. So the residential tax rate has been set at 1.53%, and the non-residential tax has been set at 2.67%. So considering the age that we're living in right now with inflation, we were quite proud that we were able to keep both residential and non-residential taxes at the low rate compared to other surrounding municipalities in southern Alberta. Then under agenda item 8.1, we had again our Chief Financial Officer and Deputy CAO Kyle Beauchamp present regarding the 2023 Volunteer Firefighter Property Tax Credit. So back on January 13th, 2020, at a council meeting, council passed a motion that for the creation of a volunteer firefighter tax credit that includes volunteer firefighters who own and occupy a principal residence in Coaldale and or a business who owns property in Coaldale and provides paid release time to the volunteer firefighters that they employ. So this is if you're a volunteer firefighter, and based on the number of hours that you put in every year towards working in the discipline of a volunteer firefighter, and also if you're a business owner that employs volunteer firefighters and you allow them paid time off to go out and help at a emergency in Coaldale, that tax credit will be given based on volunteer hours that the residents and businesses have accumulated for 2022 and is recognized on their 2023 tax notice. The amount payable for the credit is a sliding scale based on the number of volunteer hours. The maximum credit for an individual is $1,000 and $2,000 for a business. So the credit is essentially a cancellation of property taxes for the corresponding amount. As such, council made a motion this afternoon under section 347-1 of the Municipal Government Act for administration to proceed with processing the tax credit. So the total amount of tax credit that was forgiven by council was $22,800, of which that is made up of $18,400 in personal tax and $4,400 for businesses. So again, thank you to the volunteer firefighters for donating so much time towards keeping Coaldale safe, and also thank you for the businesses that allow the firefighters to leave when the pager goes off. Then under agenda item 8.2, we had our Manager of Government Relations, Jonathan Wensveen, present to council regarding a community satisfaction survey update. And this purpose of the staff report that Jonathan gave was an update on the soon to be launched 2023 satisfaction survey, like I just mentioned. So back in July of 2022, at a regular council meeting, we approved a council communication strategy that directs administration to begin conducting an annual community satisfaction survey, which may serve as a useful planning tool for both council and administration, providing ample opportunity to ask questions about town services, facilities, and financing. So the council is very, very interested in resident feedback on a variety of topics, and we gave Jonathan the go-ahead to get the survey launched. And the goals in mind for the 2023 Community Satisfaction Survey include maximizing participation, as in the amount of responses, and establishing consistency and producing actionable results. So the survey will open on June 1st and it'll close on July 31st. And we plan on going through all the comments of the survey, and the results will be released towards the fourth week in September. And the survey will be available in both digital and hard copy formats. The digital format will be available on the Let's Connect Coaldale.ca website, and will be promoted on both the home page of the town's website and on all the town's social media platforms. The hard copy format will be made available for pickup at the town office, as well as the senior center and all the senior lodges in Coaldale. And when the survey goes live, the town will issue a press release to advertise its availability in local media sources. And myself and the rest of council will advertise it as well, and we'll have the link available to where you can find the survey. And then we had our Chief Financial Officer, Kyle Beauchamp, present on Q1 of regarding a financial update up to March 31st. And once again, Kyle did an excellent job with his presentation. It is extremely in-depth, but it's easy to follow. And instead of me trying to go through it as part of this video, I will have a link in my comment section that'll take you to the agenda package that will ultimately take you to each one of the staff reports, and you'll be able to see it more in depth of what Kyle presented. And one item that I jumped over was regarding the infrastructure project update, and that was presented by our manager of infrastructure, Dustin Yankee. And again, Dustin did an excellent job with a PowerPoint presentation. And again, as part of the agenda package, I'll have that in the comment section where you can follow along with what Dustin presented to council. I'll also take some of the subject matter, and I'll post that over the next few days so you can see what's been going on as far as the Civic Square, the interior of the Civic Square, the outdoor space of the Civic Square, the road rehabilitation. So council, as part of our capital budget, approved $1 million to go towards fixing up some streets and sidewalks in Coaldale. So we have that all laid out now. So I'll have that in the comment section. We're going to be doing some intersection improvements by Highway 3 and 20th Avenue. And we're also finally going to be working on the old 7-Eleven site, where any large vehicles that are turning east, we're going to increase that turning radius to make it safe not only for the vehicles but also for the pedestrians that are negotiating the sidewalk space. Also, we're going to have updates on our Malloy Drain Stormwater Master Plan, our Malloy 2B project, and also an update on the horsefly spillway that Coaldale has partnered with, and also the Land O'Lakes Drive pedestrian crossing that's going to be going in from the Tim Hortons north across the tracks, that will connect via pathway to the new high school and multi-use rec center, and also an update on our potable water reservoir that we're looking at installing. So that'll all be part of the agenda package. And please do me a favor when you watch this video, is to share it. Hopefully you like it. I would appreciate some comments. If you want me to be doing anything different, I would appreciate that. It takes a little bit of work to put these together. And also for myself and the rest of council, if you see us on the street, If you have any questions, please reach out to us. We're always available. I'll have my contact information at the end of this video. That includes my phone number, my email address, and I'm always available. So I look forward to seeing you on the street or at the next community event. So until then, take care and have a great rest of your week. Thank you.